Yeah, so how we will go is that first we will explain about what is ServiceNow Integration Hub and why we should use it, how use cases and demo. So the first of all we will explain why we need why integration is so important in current IT infrastructure, in current IT systems. So in recent years, there have been many new tools doing new kind of things, and it has been and many organizations, most of the organizations use different tools for different purpose, and in most of the cases, these tools need to talk to each other and to have complete process integrations. So for an example, ServiceNow is a very good ITSM tool, and many of the organizations use Jira as a DevOps tool, uh, or yeah, ST DevOps tool. So while developers use uh, Jira, uh, the support teams use ServiceNow, but developers and application support groups cannot work in silo. They need to work with each other, and for that to work, there has to be an integration between ServiceNow and Jira. So similar kind of integrations are required in multiple between multiple tools, and uh, most of the good organizations have acknowledged this, and they provide a API to connect between different tools or applications. So that's why we need integrations. Integrations has become very relevant in current IT scenario. So I'll just give brief details about the ServiceNow. As we all know, ServiceNow is a very prominent ITSM solution provider, and it has also moved to ITBM, IT Business Management, uh, GRC, like related to the compliance and risk, and also on the CSM, customer customer uh, uh, customer management, right? So ServiceNow so as we ServiceNow is mostly workflow driven application or tool. So it uses workflow to move tickets or the tasks from one state to another state, and uh, it's most of the activities are driven by the workflow. Uh, in Previously, so these workflow were created using a workflow UI, but recently ServiceNow has developed a new UI, or better improved UI, called Flow Designer, and this UI makes normal IT people, like, they doesn't need to be a very proficient developer to develop new new workflows, right? So ServiceNow Integration Hub, which provides the integration capabilities between ServiceNow and other applications or tools, uh, uses this Flow Designer UI to create the integrations between ServiceNow and third-party tools. Uh, another uh, another functionality, additional functionality provided by Integration Hub, is that once a integration, even if we are creating a custom integration in ServiceNow, is developed, then that integration can be reused by general IT people uh, or developers again and again. So also it also creates reusable functionalities. So once we develop it, and after that, anyone, whoever wants to use it, they can easily use it within that organization. At the bottom of this screen, you would be seeing the various logos. So ServiceNow Integration Hub out of the box provides functionality to integrate with these tools, these commonly used tools. And you can see that most of the prominent names are already included there, like ADP, AWS, SAP, and Salesforce and all. So this is another benefit of using Integration Hub. In the next slide, we have also provided the other names. It's a full list of the out-of-the-box integrations available with the ServiceNow Integration Hub. There is Slack, MS Teams, Gmail, Google Drive, MS Dynamics, Twitter, Zoom, Salesforce, and Azure, Microsoft Azure as well. So as you can see that most of the prominent names are already there, and this list is going to grow. So as ServiceNow continue to develop to enhance Integration Hub, the list of tools or applications available out of the box will continue to grow. So I'll go to the next slide. So what are the benefits of using Integration Hub? First benefit is that using scripts, protocols, and flow designers, we can create enterprise level integrations, so which can be used across the enterprise. As explained before, Integration Hub uses flow designer, uh, uh, which is very easy to understand or use. So we have a section in this webinar where we will show how to create Integration Hub using the flow designer. When we go through that, you will see that how easy it is to understand or develop a Integration Hub and integration using the flow designer and Integration Hub. The third benefit is boost productivity through reusable actions. As we discussed before, we can develop any custom actions and flows, and other things, other components, which can be used, which can be reused by the developers or to create the out of the box, to create the integrations. And fourth is reduce integration cost. As we know that there are many out of the box integration already available. So using those out of the box integration options, we can very easily, within 10 minutes, we can create simple integrations, and we do not have to find out how the other system works with whom we are integrating. We do not have to find out the REST API, what are the components in their REST API, and how to integrate, what are the authentication we need to use. All these things we do not need to find out. So the cost reduces, the effort is reduces, and we also take less time to develop the integrations. The next one is comprehensive list of out of the box integrations. So as we showed you earlier that major integrations are already available out of the box, and there will be modes coming on in future. So we will already have many of the integrations available. We do not need to create new integrations for if we want to integrate with those tools or applications. And next is consolidates multiple now platform and automation capabilities into a single environment. So there are other ServiceNow platform functionalities which we can use in the integration through Flow Designer, and we will see it in our demo. The next one is we can use Flow Designer content to integrate business processes with external systems. So we can use Flow Designer to as we explained before, that integration hub use Flow Designer to integrate with external systems. So we can use existing Flow Designer content for that, and it is very easy to understand and also to develop. Next to is almost similar kind of thing. The last one is very important, provides natural language description of integration logic to help non-technical users understand triggers, actions, and other things. So the way Flow Designer works is very easy to understand. So even a layman, just by looking into the Flow Designer UI, can understand what is going on, what is happening in this in the integration. So these are the key benefits of using integrations and integration hub with Flow Designer. Next is, what are the key terms in integration hub? The first one is spoke. So any integration functionalities that is available in ServiceNow integration hub is contained under spoke. So it is the parent of all the actions, subflows, and other files. So if we are creating an integration with of ServiceNow with Jira, then all the activities will be contained under Jira spoke. So whatever we develop related to Jira integration will be contained under Jira scope, or we can give some other name as well, right? So that is called spoke. Actions are a sequence of related steps which is required to perform an action. So for an example, we want to update the Jira ticket based on the ServiceNow ticket, based on the ServiceNow update. So the steps required could be that input is taken from ServiceNow, and a connection is and passed through the connection between ServiceNow and Jira, and updated in one of the field in Jira ticket. So all these three can be combined together to create an action, right? So this is action is very important in the integration, because spoke is just a placeholder. It's to contain all the actions. The action is something that is where things are happening, right? So next, the next is integration steps. So as I told you in previously, so integration so actions are the combination of integration steps. So taking an input is one step. In the previous example, taking an input is one step. Passing those value to the integrated tool is another step, and updating a field in the Jira is another steps. So integration steps makes the action. So they are the most basic part of the integration, or the integration action process automation we are creating. So these are the key terms in integration. So I'll just show you a Flow Designer screen, how it looks like. This is very simple integration created between ServiceNow and Microsoft Team. So if you look at this screen, what it says is, and it is very clear even to a IT person which have little bit knowledge about how the ServiceNow works and the Microsoft Team works, that they can easily understand that whenever the incident is updated with additional comments changes, and the assignment group of the incident is software, then it posts a message to the Microsoft team. So the incident, whenever comments are being updated in the ticket, a message is being posted to the Microsoft team chat. So it is as simple as this to understand and also to develop. So I'll go to the next slide. ServiceNow use cases. Uh, so we are going to discuss here two use cases which we developed for a financial institute. In the first use case, we needed to integrate ServiceNow with Microsoft Teams um, in order to notify senior management to if any incident of high severity has occurred. So in case an issue impacting critical application has occurred, impacting multiple users, in those cases high severity incidents were created. And as it was impacting many users and is very critical to the business, senior management wanted to be informed of what is going on that incident. In order to achieve this, and Microsoft team was one of the one of the major tool the senior management were using. So in order to achieve that, we had to create the ServiceNow integration between Microsoft team and ServiceNow. So whenever an activity happened on that ticket, like a server was restarted or JVM was restarted, uh, or the traffic was changed from one server to another one. So those things incident management team used to update in the notes or the comments, and senior management team were getting notified on the ticket in the Microsoft Teams. So this helped us create visibility for the senior management on the progress of a critical incident. The next use case was uh, integration with of ServiceNow with Jira, and it was a custom integration using the integration hub. So what used to happen before was that application support team used to work on ServiceNow incidents, and whenever they found recurring incidents or major incidents, they used to create problem ticket, and if it was a code issue, while they identified where the problem was in the code, the development team needed to uh, fix that code, and an problem action ticket was assigned to the development team. The problem was that development team did not use ServiceNow as their primary tool for uh, for for DevOps or agile purpose. So they used Jira as their primary tool. So whenever an problem task was created assigned to them, they did not come they did not they were not even aware of it. So support team used to go to them and ask them the update on the ticket. They said that we are not even aware of this issue, and they do not know when it was assigned to them. So this is why it was an integration between ServiceNow and Jira was created. So in this integration, as soon as an problem task was created with a uh, was created and assigned to the development team, a Jira task was also created in their project, and as the Jira was their major tool, they they got notification, they got uh, tickets, Jira tasks in their project, and they prioritized and fixed the issue on time, or I mean, at least they started working on this. They were aware that these tasks are there. So that is how it helped us integrate the processes, various processes and tools in the ServiceNow, between ServiceNow and Jira, and it helped us a lot. Um, so how did this help? These integrations helped us. The first one was the first is quick fixes of the critical issues. So in the financial institute that we are discussing, it was mandatory to create a problem ticket and problem action ticket whenever a critical incident happened. So even in those, for those critical issues, the development team was not fixing them on not fixing code issues and others on time, because they were saying that they are not following it up on ServiceNow tickets. So creation between the integration created between ServiceNow and Jira helped us quickly fix those critical issues so that they do not happen in the system again. And because of this quick fix, those issues did not happen again, and there was a reduction in the number of high severity incidents. Also, another way it helped was that as the task Jira problem task was getting integrated with the Jira task, we did not need to give ITIL licenses to the ServiceNow ITIL licenses to the development team. So it led to a reduction in number of ITIL licenses, and hence the cost for ServiceNow as well. So, and the last one is complete visibility to management on high severity incidents. So as we told previously that whenever any update was being done by incident management team on the major tickets, major incidents, it was visible to the senior management, and they were knowing that what is going on with those incidents. So these were the main benefits of the integration that we created with using the integration hub. So what were the benefits of the integration hub? The previous benefits was uh, that I just explained was the benefit of the integration. But what did we gain by using the integration hub to create these integrations? The first thing was that very less time and effort was required. And next was that we developed some reusable components when we created custom integration between Jira and ServiceNow. So those integrations we are also planning to use those integrations with the incidents and problems as well. So whenever we create, we are working on creating an integration between incidents and Jira, and when we are creating that, many of those components are being reused. Uh, the third benefit was minimum to no code integration. The integration we developed for the MS team was really required very less code or the development. So that was one of the benefit we got from the integration hub. And the benefit of integration hub is that, as we discussed before also, that there are comprehensive list of out of box integrations in integration hub, which we can use leverage when doing the integrations. So yeah, so I'll also show a demo that how easy it is to integrate between ServiceNow, integrate between ServiceNow and Microsoft Teams. Just give me 1 minute. I'm just logging in. So I'm logging into my personal developer instance that is given by provided by the ServiceNow. Just give me 1 minute. So I'm going to the flow designer. The use case we are taking here is a little bit similar to what we did with our with one of the use case we discussed, is that create a create an integration between Microsoft Team and ServiceNow, so that whenever a critical incident happens, uh, a group is notified. And the use case we had previously was not that easy. The currently what we are going to show you is very easy. So uh, I'll just start showing how easy it is to use integration hub uh, with to create the integration. So I'll just give it a name, notify MS Team, right? And submitting it. So first thing that we have to do in and this is the UI for the flow designer. So first thing what we have to do is that we have to create a trigger when this workflow will be started. So I'm selecting created, and record is created in ServiceNow. It is going to ask us which kind of record is created. I'm selecting incident. So any incident, if it is created, and it gives us option to further select that which kind of further filter the records, which kind of records will start this workflow. So I'm selecting that priority is critical, right? And submit. And yeah, so any whenever any critical priority incident is created, then we will one of these action will be done. So I'm selecting MS Team, Microsoft Teams as one of the spoke. The left hand side options are all the spokes, right? So any action, and the right hand side is actions. So anything that is every action associated with an integration or is linked to a spoke, right? So I'm selecting post a message. When I select post a message, it asks for below details. So first of all, we have to provide the webhook URL. So we can go to the our group where we need to post those details and click on general connectors and go to the configured, manage, and get the webhook URL from the Microsoft team chat where we want to post our details. Just paste it here. Title will be a critical priority incident, and we can add any field of the incident that we created here. So just give me 1 second here. I'm going to the trigger record. So the incident that is created, I'm going to that incident, and we can select any of the field here. So you can see all the field of the incident table appearing here. So I'm going to say a critical priority incident, and I'm going to provide number here. Number. Okay, so it's coming here. I will delete this again. My cursor here. Record number is created, and in the message, whatever actual message we will say that a critical incident with the number with priority. We can again select the priority of the incident created. Ouch. Okay, I click on here and select priority created for assignment, created in assignment group, and again select the assignment group of the incident. Right, and click on save. Done. Save and activate. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an incident in ServiceNow, and I will show you how the message gets posted to this to the MS Teams. Okay, sorry, I'm going to create a new one. So state is fine, impact will be high, urgency will be high, short description, this is critical incident impacting multiple applications. Color will be like this. I'll just save it, and if I go to my chat now, I should see a message there. So just wait for a few seconds. Okay, so see, so yeah, so you can see that this message has been posted. It is coming as sys ID of the incident rather than number. So I think there is some small changes we have to do. And when we selected here, we selected incident record, not the number, so that is why sys ID is coming. We can always go ahead and change this to incident record and the number, so and the incident number will come up, right? And you can see the message, the title says a critical priority incident is created, the title of the message is. And now imagine if you are not using the integration hub. So what you have to do is that you have to first know the what is the REST API of MS Teams, and then what are the inputs we can pass to the REST API, how to create the integration in between ServiceNow and Microsoft Teams. There will be many things that will be required, and you will need a developer for that. And it will take a lot of time, but in this case we have been able to develop it within maybe 15 minutes. While it is a very simple example, there could be complicated ones as well, but it will be much easier to develop using integration hub than doing everything from the scratch, right? So it is so simple to as you have seen, it's so simple to develop using the integration hub rather than starting everything from the scratch, right? So yes, that is all from the demo. Next is Royal Cyber ServiceNow practice. So Royal Cyber eh, does many things in the service now, like IT service management. We have created service portal, orchestration, business rules, SLA management, change and configuration management, asset management, problem and incidents, and all kind of things we develop in Royal Cyber. So if you have any requirement and you want to, you can always contact us, and we'll definitely help you out with that. So next is that our smart package. So we provide simple and transparent pricing that scales, that goes up with your growth, right? And if you want to discuss and want to see demos for our key ServiceNow offerings, it is free, right? And you can contact us at this number 630-355-6292. We will be we will also provide 40 hours of free consulting service along with our technical workshop and demos. So please contact us if you have any requirement.